Hey guys, how are you doing? Wally here, and welcome to Hypermine Vanilla. Woo! Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed the first episode. Not quite sure when this one's going out. Weird world loading 1.8 doodah. Not sure when this episode's going out. I do have a free day, so this may be out as a bonus episode. In the same week, even though you're normally only going to probably get one of these a week. But Mini Red has been obsessively getting all of the all of the achievements. But yeah, so it's maybe an earlier episode than you'll normally be getting, or it may not. But yes, we've been working. Here's the road that we were designing in the last episode. It's stretching out towards where residential is going to be. Been working on that this morning. I think it looks pretty nice. It is going to need a bit of modification. I think I'm going to take this curve out and move it kind of over to around here. And the reason for that is the project for today. I'm going to start work on Central Station, Hyperopolis Central Station. We need to decide as a group what we're going to call this place. I like Hyperopolis, even though it's hard to say. And that is going to go on top of this hill, big old train station. So yeah, what I'm going to do here is we're going to have a large building on here that is basically going to service the High Line rail lines, which is going to, the first of which is going to be a rail link back to the true spawn, which is over there. And if you missed the explanation as to why we're over here and not over there for our town, we want to keep true spawn free for the technical builds like iron farms and automated farms and things like that. So they are out of, you can't see them from here, and they shouldn't be rendered either. Should be out of the normal render distance. So hopefully that's going to minimize the sort of lag that we saw on the last map, with the spawn town being right at spawn. But it's, it's a little bit of a run away, about, 3 or 4 minutes run. So it would be nice to get a rail link over there. So that's gonna, and there'll be other lines serviced from this High Line level. And then what we're also going to have is the elevated rail there. That's going to go into a low line kind of underground station over here, basically in the hill. That line there is probably going to be a linear. I've got big plans for minecarts on this map. It's probably going to be a straight shot out to residential, and then I'll have a little circular line out there. And then it's also going to hook up to a circular line that's going to go around this area, which is going to be where our commercial city centre district is. Wow, that's some weird rendering over there. What the? What is that? So yeah, that is kind of the plan. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of these cobble walls, and I'm going to mark out, claim the area that we're going to be building in, and basically kind of, I'm going to take a rough stab at how much room I want to take. Oh wow, that's crazy. Can I F3A? Well, that totally wrecked my train of thought. Thank you. Right, so what was I saying? Yeah, circular line. Yeah, mark out and take a rough stab of how much space I'm going to need. So I'm going to put these cobblestone walls down And yeah, I'll do that off camera and I'll come back to you. You know what? I actually realised there's a bit of figuring to do here. And you know me, I like to do most of my figuring with you guys involved. So basically, yeah, we're going to have like a kind of a concourse building over this side. And then over this side is going to be for the high lines. They're going to be for like linear rather than kind of terminal stations rather than pass-through stations, if that makes any sense. So up on this level, we're going to want a load of platforms. So I need to figure out how many platforms is reasonable. And I'm going to also figure out how wide they need to be. So we're going to want, let's see, that's maybe 4 wide for a platform, like that. That sort of thing. And then a space for our rail. And then 4 rail. That's too wide. Do that. And then another 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then there's no ground, which is useful. 4. Bong, bong. Like that. 4. And I'm just basically seeing how this fits in. Seems like a lot of tracks, to be honest. But I don't want to underestimate. And that would bring us out to there. So that gives us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7, that is, yeah, 7's not too bad. It's not too bad. I guess we could possibly make these platforms a little wider. Maybe that would reduce it to 5. No, 7 seems good. There's probably going to be more than 7 places that we want to run rail lines to, actually. Maybe a lot more. So I'm just thinking. Maybe you want to do these 3 wide. Right, let me set these out 3 wide and see how much that gives us. Okay, so with a 3 wide platform, that gave us 9, and I extended it out a little bit, and that gave us 10 lines, which I think is a nice round number. It will do for now. We can always split lines further out in the countryside. 10 should be enough to take us to sort of most directions. Any more than that, and you can have rail lines running beside each other too much and things like that. So we can always split them off at specially made stations. So yeah, I think that's what we're going to go for. What does that mean for the side of this hill? Yeah, I kind of want to keep the hill. I had wondered about basically turning this side of this hill into a big wall, but I don't think that's the way I want to go. But yeah, I'll let me just quickly finish marking this out, and I will come back to you. All right then. So this is the area we're going to work with. It's a bit square, to be honest. I may or may not extend it out in this direction a bit more. But then, yeah, that might be a thing, actually. I might extend it kind of out towards this hill and then take this hill out and kind of, so this end basically launches right off the edge of a hill so that roads can go underneath the tracks that come out of here and things like that. So, but you know, it's early days on the server, early days. What have I got an egg? So yes, let's have a think. I think the most sensible thing for me to do next is actually probably going to be to go down and look at this road here, bringing it along here, because I want to know how much space I'm going to have between that track and this floor level, because it may well be that I need to bring the floor level up. So that makes sense to me logically. So yeah, I am going to do that, which is going to involve a fair amount of digging and such things. So yeah, I'll do that, and I will come back to you yet again. See you in a mo. Okay, so it's actually the next day from the previous clip, and I've spent most of the evening distracted by building a few roads, because, well, I'm kind of responsible for the commercial district, laying it out, and people can't really start building until I do that. So I've kind of half built a few roads around. Yeah, we've also got 3 different types of road now. We've got pedestrian area, of which this is the smallest one in the world and the only one on this map, and side streets, which have a slightly narrower road area. These won't have elevated rails over, but they're not all of the major roads will have elevated rails over the top. And so yeah, we've got, this is the full size doodah. This probably will have an elevated rail. It'll come from over there, and I'll explain all of that in a minute. Over here, over this bridge, and it's probably going to come along here and then down that direction, kind of over there a bit, swing around over there and in on the other side of the station. I think it's probably something like that is going to go on. But this these roads here give this space, which is good for either one big build, like if someone wants to do a skyscraper, or maybe 3, maybe even 4 smaller builds. So that's pretty cool. There's a bit of space there. Also got some space over here. Now I did run the road right up to Benito's property here. I hope he doesn't mind that, but I think it looks pretty cool, you know, being right here. I hope a lot in the commercial district, at least. I hope a lot of people do build right up to the edge of the road. Understandably, some builds will have a bit of parkland, little sort of garden, grassland around it, I guess. But yeah, let's go over then and look at the work I've done around the train station, which was to basically cut down all of this hillside here, replace it with this placeholder wall. This is not the final design. Don't even know what the final design is, or if someone else wants to do the retaining wall here, that's probably okay. But yeah, the whole point of this was really to bring one of these rails in like this. So yeah, this one will be the low line out to residential. This one will be the circular around the commercial district. And yeah, it's a bit tight, but I've thought, instead of raising the level of this, which is probably high enough to be going on with, what I can do is I can just simply dip the tracks down and have the platforms slightly lower than where they come in, and I think that will work out pretty nicely. So yeah. What do we need to do now? So we're going to work on the spawn rail link. And I believe that I have, oh, and of course night is falling. Yeah, there we go. Awesome. Right, let's, that's a chest. That's a crafting table. Let's make a few of those up. I'm going to need a lot. So we're going to want some of those, some of that, some of that. In fact, we're going to want a few more rails. So yeah, I'm going to go grab a few more rails of different types, make a few up, and I'll show you what the first generation station is going to be, like the actual redstone bit of the platforms, how the platforms are going to work. But it's just a first generation. So yeah, I may well and probably will upgrade them over time. So, but here we go. Okay, right. So let's see if we can figure this out. So we've got our platforms here, which are going to be stone brick, like that. And yeah, let's do that as well. Go away, crafting table. But can I have you? Thank you. So yeah, we'll have we'll have a solid block there, and a dispenser facing upwards. Don't like that. Let's see. We shall have a solid block next to the dispenser. Let's, having put this down, let's rip it up. And cobble. Awesome. Right, so block next to that. We shall have a power rail there. A detector rail there. And redstone there. So, well, let's see, we shall do that. No, should we do that? No, we shouldn't do that. There we go. No. Oh, have I not got any normal rails on me? Well, damn it. That was super clever of me. I could have swore I made normal rails. One moment. Okay, that's better. All the rails. So, normal rail there. Let's see. Oh, no, that is an axe. Ripping up all the stuff I've just put down. So we're going to want hoppers running into there, like that. Want to power that, but we want to power it without powering that. So let's go underneath and make ourselves a lever. Awesome. No, that powers. That's okay. It's all okay. Move that. We shall put that there. Yeah. So we'll do that. And this detector rail here. Doodah. There we go, and that there, but that's going to get powered, so I guess I could use a repeater. How am I going to do this? You know what, I'll just indirectly power, we'll just indirectly power this. So if we do solid block there, save ourselves a repeater this way, you see. Oh, that was clever. Dunk there. Dot of redstone, that powers that. Awesome. But it doesn't power that. Excellent. So, if assuming you've got a cart there, then if you jump in it and hit forward, I don't have a cart. Let's just go temporarily nick this one when it comes. Come to me. You see those particles? Those are new. I've never seen those particles before when breaking a cart. Although, having said that, I have played with particles on minimal for a long time because of the whole rain thing. So we'll do that and we'll simulate a second cart with a piece of dirt. So you jump in, you press forward, and it will dispense another cart behind you. Awesome. And then all we need is over here is just a standard cactus breaker with the cactus there, which I've got, but I don't have sand. And that should do us. So I shall get on with that. Well, there. I will get on with that, and I will build the platforms out to the end, and I'll come back to you. Okay, time for a little update. So I ran into a problem. Didn't think of this. Cactuses need air blocks around them. Joy. So yeah, we've got this little hump. Now I'm not sure if I'm going to actually raise the floor up to this level here, back that way, which is a thing I could do. I could do that. And I'm thinking actually maybe that is wrong to bring these in here, these low level things. If I bring them in back here, then I may have more room, especially if the floor is up at that level, if I'm forced into it. So that's a thing. But it really does work pretty well. So we hop in here, press forward, off we go. Now I've just got this looping around here, but we come in and bonk, we're on the platform, off we go. Very, very nice. So, and there's a cart here waiting for you. As I've said, it's the first iteration of this. I will have auto launch and all that sort of thing. I'll upgrade to that sort of stuff as the ideas become and the resources become available. So I didn't want to jump off there. What I'm going to do is I am going to basically continue these slabs all the way back over to that mountain and over to spawn. But I think I need to go and cook some more up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get cooking, and I'm going to see how much of this I can make before I run out of recording time, because tomorrow night I really must get some mod source done for you guys. So yeah, give us a sec and we'll take a ride with as much as I'm able to produce. So back in a moo. Okay, right, so I have been hard at work, and it's actually been several days since the last clip. You know, I ran out of time, and you know, I had to get some of my other series recorded. I have been busy. I kind of did some stuff here, and I extended the rail all the way out to spawn as well, which is awesome. Now you may think this looks a bit stupid here, and I agree with you, it does look a bit stupid, and that's because I made a mistake. The cactus can't have blocks around it. I also made another mistake in that I forgot completely about the existence of activator rails. So we are going to redesign this now to take advantage of things such as those. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull this down here like this. And get rid of that and get rid of that. We're going to put power rail there. Now I really ought to put this on something a bit more legit. Let's see. We are going to want, our cactus is going to want to be about, I guess we could put it actually right here. So if let's just bump like that, sand, cactus like that. In fact, no, we'll put the cactus over here. Come on. Yeah. We'll put the cactus over here. Come to me, sand, like that, and I'll need to get rid of that. And then we're going to run. We're going to run the rails straight into that, and we're going to put. Yeah, we'll do that, and please don't join. Please, that's going to join, isn't it? Ah, beautiful. That's lucky. we're going to do that. In fact, we don't need to go quite so overboard with those. Let's put down this, and then we'll re-grab our hoppers, and we'll also grab a dropper. We'll put that facing upwards, please. Beautiful. We're going to put that there and put our hoppers into the dropper like this, and we'll just have that there. Beautiful. Nice. Right, okay. Let's bring our platform around the little hole like that, and that there, I think we'll be good with that. We're going to put an activator rail there. Beautiful. So if we put ourselves on the track, whoa. Okay, so we should get ejected. Donk. That goes down there. Yes, it would help if I it would help if I powered this, wouldn't it? Let's do so. There we go. Try that again. It looks like it would work. Is that... Where did... Oh, it went into the... So it went into the dropper below. So here we go. Boom, and out, and done, and broken, and wonderful. Wonderful. So we'll need to modify this bit as well, though, because we need to activate the dropper below. So what I want to do is actually, let's grab a spade. There we go, and we're probably going to need to change this, aren't we? So let's just take that out for the moment. So doom, 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 like that, and then just simply redstone like this. Should power both. Let's take these out, because I'm also interested to see if the carts are all in there, whether they will shoot straight up and through. So if this goes along here, nope. Right, we'll get in, push ourselves forward. Right, okay, so that doesn't... Oh, stop. Bye. Oh, I can't get that. Right, I'll clear that up in a minute. So let's get around here. There we go. Right, so maybe that has, yeah, it's pushed one up into there. So that's okay. That's okay. Let's check it. Let's do our test again. Right, cool. That works. They didn't put the cart out because there's not a rail on top of the dispenser, but that will work. Nice. So that will give us the ability to have a totally flat and smooth thing. Awesome. So we'll put that there. There's one in there, and we'll have one on top. So let's do that. We'll put that there. We'll run this to where do we want to run it to? Here, I guess. Yeah, like that. And I'm not quite sure whether we want power rail all the way to the end. I'll figure that out a bit, but I really want to get this working. So how are we going to power this now? We are going to power it some way, hopefully. Let's see. We can power this block indirectly, or weakly rather, with a dot of redstone. that should power that without affecting anything else. And we can do, or a line of redstone will actually work. We do this and this, do that. Beautiful. Nice. Right. Okay. So now we can cover that up. Grab our slabs. Boom, boom, boom. Awesome. Right. So now we should have a working system. Obviously, this all needs like tidying up. That is a lever. Want that. There we go. Like that. How many slabs? Oh, we've got loads of slabs. Awesome. Cool. Right. Okay, let's bring these back here. Don't know what that is doing. It used to do something, but it doesn't do anything now. I should put a manual cart kind of ejection system in just in case, you know. It wouldn't be that difficult to do. Right, cool. Okay, so we'll put that down there. In fact, thinking about it, let's get that button. Did we get it? We did. Awesome. Hey, let me out. Right, cool. If we run... There we go. If we run a button from here, so... If we do that, then we can run it into stuff and things over here, and that way if somehow if it somehow gets messed up, yeah, it's never gonna happen. Really? One of my things get messed up? Nah, never. It doesn't happen. So if we do that, then we'll be able to not get out of here ever again. Awesome. Oh no, don't. Put that back. Put that back. There we go. There we go. Right, so now now we can like dispense a cart at will if we need to. Not that we will ever need to. Right, so that should work, and I'm confident of that. So what I need to do now is I want to consider the possibility of the cart getting bumped and trying to run away. So what I would like to do is have some form of empty cart detection thing. That is probably actually, you know what, we need to... Do we? Yeah, let's do this inside the building rather than outside. Give ourselves a bit more room. So we want some sort of detection system, maybe here and here. Oh, why am I even... I don't know what I'm doing. Let's see. We'll do that and that, and we'll put hooks, tripwire hooks there, and string there. So I need some way of getting the power down, preferably without showing showing our working out, showing our redstone. We'll also have a detector rail. There we go. Awesome. And we will want probably just along here, I'd I guess, kind of like a rail that kind of goes back on itself like this. Let's do that and update that. Right, okay, so we want this one unpowered by default and this one powered by default, and we want an AND gate from here joining these two up, so that if they both get activated, these will both... that one actually doesn't need to be touched, actually, because the cart's always going to be going this way or through here, so we just flip this one into this state if both of these go off at the same time. So that should be pretty simple. I'm just thinking, shall I do this off camera? Probably want to do it off camera. Whoa. So yeah, let me figure something out, and because we're running short on time, I'll figure something out and I will come back to you. Okay guys, right, well I've been hard at work, but the episode's getting really long. So I got this sorted, as I said I would in the last clip. You may notice it's over here now, and that's because I don't know why. When I redesigned this, I meant to swap it round so that you launch on this track, because I want the trains to go on the left, and I'd set the tracks up with power rails on the left for uphill slopes. Just because I'm British, and so this server will run its trains in a very British fashion, I think. Yes. Let's have a quick look. It's dead simple, really. This redstone line takes a signal from the tripwire. I invert it twice, simply so that I can have this unlit torch under this block, which is where the junction is. Let's pop back up, and we can cover that back up. I need a better way to hide this. Once I get some slime balls, I'll probably put an upside down sticky piston with a redstone block on, which will give us a much nicer finish there. But yeah, so when the tripwire is tripped, that changes. So if a cart goes through without a player on, the tripwire won't trip, and it will go round the corner and back into the cart breaker. So let's have a quick bumper that guy. There we go. And it comes round, and boom. Awesome. Off, gets broken, back in there. So let's take a ride, and you can see the full glory. So to use the station, just to reiterate for the server members here, don't need to press this button. This button is just in case there's no cart. I should sign that, but you know, knowing me, I probably won't. Press forward. Press forward. There we go. So off we go. It leaves a cart behind in the station for the next person, because it's a polite station. Yeah, we can take a nice trip through the countryside. Takes, I have not timed it, probably less than a minute, I would think. Through here, through the lovely, beautiful gravel mountain. Charlie, we're going to Gravel Mountain. No, that's something different. So, yeah, over here. And I've done a bit of basic kind of design work, just like, you know, laying out the fact that it's gravel rail beds, like in the real world. And we've got these redstone lamps. But really, honestly, if people want to come and tart this up, then I would be most happy. We pull into the station here, and we get ejected. And it's just like the other side. I kind of staggered these slightly at this end, because here is the spawn chunk. If you've got no bed, or you're just getting onto the server for the first time, then this is where you spawn. This is where we all spawned when we first logged on. So at some point we're going to put a nice kind of building around this, and the rail line comes neatly in on the side here. You basically appear in the station, the spawn station, and really, yeah, I didn't want to widen these out, and loads of land over there and whatnot. So we brought them in, and I just kind of staggered them a little bit like that. Again, we've got our emergency call button. Well, it's not really emergency, but a can't call button if there's not one waiting for us. This Lone Wolf and Drex have built an iron farm. Daniel Coates Iron Doodah, I think that's the official name. So yeah, that's we've now got infinite iron on like the I think the server has now been up for 8 days. In fact, I think they fixed it last night, so 7 days to infinite iron. Crazy. Yeah, similar circuit there. I think it's a non-inverted torch underneath the junction. More, you see, that is a slight issue, but as long as you don't get caught, it's not going to be a problem. Oh dear. Yeah, I could, if I was super diligent, I would widen the fences out. I'd take them out another block or two, but that would make it a really big, a really wide kind of railroad, and I don't particularly want to do that. So, oh, look, witches. But yeah, that is our, I would like to say first generation station, but Woolja. I need to relight this place, obviously. And no, is he? What the? Okay. Right. Well, I'm gonna go sort that guy. Oh man. I have to put some redstone lamps under the track, I think, to keep keep it lit up. He's gonna go all the way to spawn and get ejected in the spawn station. Right. Well, that is all I've got time for today. Um, Hope you enjoyed. And yeah, I will see you next time. Take care of yourselves. Bye.